did you see the Brock Lesnar's daughter? You can't deny people can't deny a lot of things, right?
Well, I saw I saw some news. I didn't. I'm not really sure. I think she broke a record or something. But I did. I found it less noteworthy than the picture.
Yeah. So,
Because
hey man, it's let's give her the props. It's she broke the shot put record for the Colorado State,
yeah,
and then I saw the picture. I was like, people deny the earth's round. People deny paternity, but genetics are undeniable.
yeah.
Brock cannot say that's not his daughter.
No, it's Brock with a wig. Hey, let's
Oh,
go, man.
hey yo.
Let's go. Let's go.
Come
Hey,
on, man.
yeah,
Hey,
yo. First and foremost, I want to thank everyone that's checking out this show. All the loyal supporters. Remember to subscribe if you haven't done so already. Rate the show by pressing the like button. Hit that notification bell after you subscribe. Don't forget to comment as well. Let us know your thoughts and opinions on the topic we discuss here on X Game Plan. This is our sports channel where we discuss trending sports topics. And of course, it's an engagement. We always say, feel free to comment. Let us know if you agree or whether you don't agree. All this, everything is welcome here, except for people without a life. With that being said,
well,
before I
they
forget,
have been deleted then, right? But continue.
yeah, well, word on the street is a well-known producer and part-time dancer has executed some hits, but whatever the case may be, yeah, we want to welcome you and urge you as well to check out our non-sports related topic, just where we talk about trending topics with this, which is the Double Thought Show. Yeah, we have some very interesting topics for you today. We're going to talk about first and foremost the Jaguars. Well, at least an employee of the Jaguars, and I know we all saw that Trevor Lawrence went down, but there's a bigger news. I would argue the,
Shahid also went down.
going on in the Jaguars facility, in the Jaguars organization. We're also going to talk about Deion Sanders. Of course, it has been in the news that they broke off the engagement, or this the marriage. They're not getting married anymore. Dion and his I think partner for 11 years or something like that. So we're gonna just talk about that as well, and yeah, just yeah, whether or not the losing season of the Colorado University Buffaloes had something to do with it. We're also gonna talk about Ime Udoka being back and
Kamikaze pilot, the original.
going straight
Oh my.
going going straight for the king. And depending on how much time we have left, we might tackle some other topics. So hey, let's enjoy this show. KRF, yeah, I'm curious to see your thoughts on the Deion Sanders one. But yeah, let's do this. Let's
Let's
start the
do this.
show.
Hey man. Yeah, man. Jaguars have had a pretty bad couple of days, or the week at least, man. Trevor Lawrence went down with it seems like was it a season-ending injury?
I
He's
don't
at
know
least a
if
couple of weeks out.
yeah, so I think
High
the
sprain, ankle.
high ankle sprain.
Yeah, I think it was high ankle sprain. Yeah,
But it's December, so even if he comes back, I mean,
yeah,
it's season ending, I think.
yeah.
And I'm not sure whether it's wise for the Jaguars to bring him back, even if he can play in a couple of weeks.
Do it like this. They want to do Aaron Rodgers, put him out there, and praise God that
Yeah.
nothing happens. But hey, yeah, man. Yes, Jaguars employee has been accused of stealing more
Hmm.
than $22 million from the NFL team. Shahid Khan, man. Shahid Khan, the only, I think he's the only majority owner who's not, who's definitely the first. I think he's, where is he from? I think he's from Pakistan, right? Yeah, Pakistani American billionaire. Shahid Khan with his son Tony. And yeah, they hired a guy. He was the former financial manager of the Jaguars, and he has been accused of stealing 22 million from the franchise through its virtual credit card program between 2019 and 2023. Crazy, man. 22 million. And do you know what he spent it on?
Didn't he spend it on some? Didn't he buy some? Did he buy a jet?
Well,
There was a jet involved.
he chartered flights. So he spent it on a condo in Florida. He bought a Tesla Model 3. So not Model S. Why is he buying Model 3? A Nissan pickup truck, online gambling, a watch. He bought a watch for 95K. Private jets and luxury hotels for travels with his friends. You won't believe this one.
What?
Retainer with a criminal defense law firm. Oh my God.
Give everyone their cut, man.
He was preparing for what was coming.
Yeah.
He bought cryptocurrencies, NFTs, imported electronics, sports memorabilia, country club memberships, spa treatments, and concerts and sport event tickets. Crazy, crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And do you know would you guess the
I'm not
address?
gonna, no, I'm not gonna. Yo.
His name is
Hey,
Amit Patel.
let's.
But I'm just trying to keep it. His name
What's
is
his name?
Amit Patel. What? I'm not doing anything. This is how probably his mom gave him the name. This is how they pronounce it. Amit Patel, not Amit Patel. How do you think that his mom sounded when she gave him the name?
I don't know. How do you know? How do you know he's not adopted?
But then it's still Amit Patel. I mean, man, what are you doing? He worked only for 5 years there. This dude started in 2018 and started scamming him in 19. This is crazy. Some people are just crash test dummies, man.
Yeah.
This is
And the thing is, they go out as well, right? So they really go out and spend it, splurge it. It's just like a client. You know how my clients usually. So I have a lot of companies that are clients, and they request me to assist them in labor law cases. You know how, amongst other things, it's most civil law, but okay. You know how many clients start suspecting that something is wrong by the purchases of the employees that steal?
the
They
car.
always the car. It is the car. It
The
starts
car.
with a car. Yeah,
It's a car.
you're not supposed
Come
to
on,
have a car. Yeah.
come on, man. What are we talking about? Yo, and that is true, right? This is like the car is one of the first things people start spending on when they have that scam money in the pockets.
Yeah.
You know, you wanna
Yeah.
you wanna
Yeah.
show that you're the boss. You have money to spend, and then how do you do that? No, you don't buy a house. You don't invest because that's quiet money.
Yeah.
You want the loud money to talk.
Yeah. Well, just a quick story. Just a quick story.
Yeah,
I had
some,
I had a I was looking for a car, and
mm,
but I don't buy. I usually
mm,
buy it's secondhand cars.
mm,
Like just around 1 or 2 year old, because when it of course when you buy
Appreciation.
it, it's new, but it depreciates very quickly.
Yeah.
And so there was a time I went to check a car out, and when I got there, I saw the guy came in. The guy driving the car was already looking suspect. The car wasn't a Vita, wasn't what's the car they usually do drive-bys in?
Oh.
But in any case, the dude looked like, I mean, if he, the dude, if he had talked to me, if he had done a drive-by at that point, I wouldn't have been surprised. But he didn't. He stepped out of the car. We went there, my wife and I. You know what? You know how he greeted my wife? With a dab.
He's a real one. He doesn't want to offend his buyer.
Yeah, okay. So we were looking at the car. The car was driving. It wasn't, you could hear that some things. It wasn't really driving the way it's supposed to. And usually it's a
Um,
sign when people really, push the car to its limit. For example, while driving away from the police.
or they wrap the car usually. They try to and
Yeah,
then
yeah. So you could hear that it wasn't like. So I asked them, is the insurance and there's insurance and the tax, whoops, the insurance and the tax valid, still valid? So, or is it, do we need to buy it? He said, no, it's cool, everything's good, everything's good. I said, okay, can I see the card? And of course on the card you can see who the owner is, right? He said,
mm,
no, let's deal first, and if you when you tell me, let's say if you tell me yes, you agree, then I'll show you who the owner is. And I was like,
is he David Blaine?
no, man, this is I was like, I said, okay, cool, man, I'll call you. I mean, he knew at that point that it's not just gonna happen, because come on, man, too many shady things happening at the same time. You should be transparent.
Look at this. I have it here. No, I don't have it anymore.
I was like, nah, man. Everything was like shady. I was like, nah, man, I'm not going to. Uh,
Who deals with people like that? But but that's usually how people. I don't know if you remember I don't know if he talked about it at the on the Double Thought show before, but there was this case of an Amazon operation manager who scammed them for almost 10 million. Amazon, and she
yeah,
bought a house. Not only a house, she bought a Tesla Model X, a Porsche Panamera, a Kawasaki motorcycle, a Lamborghini Urus. All, and she bought a home, not I think not far away from the plant.
yeah.
So
Of course, she can
what?
buy the car,
No,
but she's.
she bought a house, so she thought the gravy train would continue to come in. At a
Yeah.
certain point, you gotta say enough. I'm gonna stop here. I'm gonna.
Well,
I know a case. So
yeah,
don't forget, I'm inverse balling from my mama's basement, but I know a case pretty close to home, not family related, of someone who did some crazy stuff. I'm gonna tell you
yeah.
off camera, but it's the same thing. He got fired after they found out what he did. I don't know how
Of
people
course,
can do
it's
what they do.
yeah. But I think it's greed. I think it's always thinking that you can get away with it, but always think it's
Stupid.
greed. It's greed, right? It's greed, right? Because it's you always think that you have one more. It's one more heist, one more
Mm,
job, and
mm.
then I'm retired. I mean, hey, they're already at Fast and Furious 10, so there's always just one more. I mean, they've done Brazil, Japan, US, space,
Did they do
everything.
space already?
What did you say?
Did they do space already?
They did space things.
Really? I was about to say it's space next, but I'm
They
guess I'm
did
behind the
space.
script.
They did space.
I haven't
Yeah,
watched Fast and Furious. Is it Fast and Furious?
Yeah. Well, Fast and Furious franchise. Yeah.
Yeah,
FN.
I haven't watched them in a couple of years now, so I don't know
Okay.
what they're doing. Last time I saw a trailer. I saw The Rock holding a, I think it was a helicopter and a car together. Then I knew that I knew that I was done at that time. I
What
mean,
that was the point? No, man. They've done everything, man. But yeah, so
good
yeah,
luck.
the Jaguars, man. Well, the if I were the I'm not a numbers guy. I'm a lawyer, as you know. But
Mm.
maybe they can use the 22 million. I mean, they can write it off, right? So maybe if they were thinking of not if they were contemplating on getting someone new, let's say a new talent on the team, but would have entered or at least surpassed the luxury tax threshold. Now they can write this off probably and still get that player. So maybe it's a business model as well.
It's crazy though. It's crazy. Oh man, imagine being scammed like this. I think you would be pissed as the CEO and owner.
Yeah, I think so
You
too.
trust someone to manage your financials of the company, and then they turn out and start doing it after one. That's the crazy part, right?
Yeah.
After 1 year, he thought, I got this. I know how this works.
Hmm.
Imagine that, man. Imagine that. Hey, man. I think Patel will be seeing the inside of a cell for the couple of for a couple of years, at least
Yeah.
2 decades,
Yeah.
if he's
Well,
lucky.
yeah. It's either the inside of his cell of a cell or the inside of his call. But in any case, it's gonna be it's, it's gonna be a cold. It's gonna be a cold winter for him.
Hey, man,
that's
it
that's
is what it is. Hey, Patel, man. Patel, you should have done better, man. I hope your parents aren't proud of you. Probably. They expect.
well. The fact that he didn't be anyway. Yeah, that's you see what you're doing. Come on, man. Let's move on. Why did you?
What he wanted to live. Let's say it. Let's say it. He wanted,
No. You say what you want to say. Not even let's say it. No,
he wanted to
there's
live.
no we in this,
He
man.
wanted to
But
live. He wanted to live like a doctor on a financial manager's salary. That doesn't work, my dude.
okay,
Let's be honest now.
yeah,
That doesn't work.
that's. I don't. I hate to admit this, but that's what I wanted to say.
I guess someone was right about who
Oh
we.
man, let's go.
Hey,
Let's
man.
go.
Let us know in the comments what you think about this topic. If you think that people can live on a doctor, let me quit. Let me stop. Quit what I'm ahead. Deion Sanders, man.
Yeah.
Neon Dion announced that. Well, he didn't announce. Actually, Tracy announced that they are not longer a item. It's over after 13 years, something like that. They called off the engagement and also announced that they are breaking up. Tough season for Dion, man.
Yeah. Well, I think that it's a tough season for. I mean, Dion is a winner, and if you think about it, it's very there were when wherever Dion goes, there's a lot of hype, and Dion is people have been wanting him to fail for let's say since he was playing because of his bravado and the way he carries himself, and afterwards as the coach of Jackson State, and finally after like 4 or 5 years, well, more years actually, because he's been winning, but he has had a very tough season. and you can clearly see that he's hurt, and of course people are enjoying it. But I can imagine that this is very tough for him, tough for the family, and for the relationship as well. And Dion, knowing Dion, of course, at least not, I don't know Dion, but knowing what people say about him, he is someone that is dedicated to his craft. And I can imagine that being in a relationship with someone like that can be challenging, especially if he's not winning. Because if he's winning, you're getting a uplifted person and a happy person. But if you're losing, especially someone that always wins, that person, it's very tough to not so for Dion to not bring that home. And it doesn't he seems like Dion is always on, right? It's always ready. He's always ready to go. He's always dedicated to his craft. So yeah, it's not it's yeah, of course, yeah, I mean, you can say it's not a shame, but you want to see people together, you want to see people win relationships. I'm for love, man. I believe in love. So but not being in love. I believe in love. So I think no,
Explain
if
that
you're
to the viewers. Explain that to the viewers.
well, I think love is an intention. It's like
It's an
I
emotion.
love I love you, and because I love you, I will respect you. And even though you're being a-hole right now, I'm gonna treat you the way I'm gonna treat you correctly. That doesn't mean that I won't confront you if necessary, but it will be I'll come from a place of love. And if I need to distance myself from you, I'll do it, but no hard feelings. I mean, you do you. I just can't be there because I love myself as well. Whereas being in love is basically your brains sending waves and signals to your genitals, telling your whole body that you're horny and you're willing to risk it all. That's what being in love is.
Are you talking about Josh Giddey? Oh no, no. Let me continue.
Wild, man. That's so crazy. Wow. Oh my god.
the, the, the,
uh,
the,
I wasn't talking about Giddey at all. I'm just talking about being in love. So
okay, okay.
and I mean, if you're with someone with for more than 2 years, the in love part, the what do they call it, the is it a holiday
Honeymoon phase.
honeymoon phase is gone, right? So
Yeah.
it's you would think so. After that, after the horniness and your hormones, it really becomes love, because then it's like you see the ugly parts of the other person, and you're still willing to put in the time and effort to make it work, to be there for that person. So but yeah, it's difficult to be with someone that dedicated, because you'll always be maybe fifth place, sixth place in his life.
Yeah, I do think that's usually what you see if you look at coaches, right? You have coaches of different sports that of course requires a bit of dedication. Football seems like, as coaching goes, managing, coaching, it's like the most time consuming of all sports. Somehow, because you, of course, you're training, you're responsible for basically three teams, for your offense, defense, and also the special teams. And what you see is that um, coaches on the both college and the both college and in the NFL have not a lot of social life. They're spending a lot of times watching film, breaking down the opponent, trying to come up with a strategy to win the next game. And I think what you're saying is definitely true. When you're winning, it goes a bit more automatically.
Yeah.
You get like in a flow, as it
Yeah.
called, as it's
Everything's working for you.
everything is working. You don't have to break down as much, because you already know, okay, this is what I do. You speed through it much easier. But when it's going not as it's supposed to. You're losing games. You're trying to break down. Let me watch another tape. Maybe I'll find the key here. And then you're
Yeah,
spending more and more time in the building, and that will always influence your relationships outside of the building, which
yeah,
is your spouse or your whoever you're engaged to or your girlfriend.
uh, yeah,
And as a coach, I think they were together before he started coaching. Yeah, they were together before they started coaching. And I mean, starting at Jacksonville, I mean, it doesn't require as much time. But if you're at a Colorado Buffaloes, for example, you're gonna spend more time because it's a Pac-12 team. So you have to be more professional. You have to spend more time in the building.
yeah,
It's tough. It's tough, and I think, like you said, Dion is a winner, and I think he'll win. He'll find a solution for
yeah.
this.
Think so too.
Um, one thing. Well, I mean, it's always tough, right? I mean, they are breaking up as friends. I think that's how they worded it. Um, and it's not. It's. I mean, you can understand as well her side, right? You sign up to be with someone, and then at the end they change. People change, right? People change their plans. I mean, some things change. You get a better opportunity. You have to make choices as people, individuals, and then he chooses to go coaching, that because he's think that that's, in his opinion, his calling. And and before you know it, they're spending more time in the building than with you, and then you can understand that. I mean, if it doesn't work at that moment, it's not gonna work, right?
Yeah, but I saw that the yesterday. Well, no, it was no, it was a couple. I saw it yesterday, but it was like a couple of days ago. I think is Jordan Seaton. Jordan Seaton is the number one um, OL prospect, right, of 2024, and he committed to Colorado. So, and we saw that what that Dion was calling for dogs being there. He needs people with a dog mentality, go getters in his program. We saw them starting very good, but then after the first four games, it was just terrible. Everything went downhill from there. And we talked about how people were decommitting as well. A lot of players were decommitting or were saying, yeah, I want to keep my options open. But I do think that there are still people who who believe in Dion, who believe in his mindset and are willing to commit
Hey,
to the to commit to go to the Buffalo. So I think he has he's still Dion. Of course, he doesn't have the momentum. He probably doesn't have the same supply of people to choose from. But because he's making it clear who he is, it's just like Coach
say
Bob
again.
Knight.
Oh,
Bob Knight. It's like Bob Knight is one of the best college basketball coaches, but he throws chairs at people. So it's like, so it's like,
hey, you learn a thing or two of him, but he will uppercut you.
yeah,
You will end up with a blue. No, I'm just kidding. But
yeah. So it's like you have the it passed away this year as well. I just saw. So yeah, but
RIP.
he was known for being a coach. Like it's his way, very tough coach. Nowadays, a very cancelable coach. But when you go to when you commit to his program, you know what you're getting. And it counts for something. And it people who are truly dogs and are really want to fight for their position and really have that mentality, I think will still seriously consider going to the Colorado University Buffalo.
But that's crazy what you said, right? You just said very cancelable in our times, and that's crazy, right? When I've played, and you've played sports as well. Um, I've played at pretty high level, and you have to have some tough love to your players as a coach, because that's how they do that. If you, I'm not gonna use the word I want to say. If you're weak, try to use a synonym, any synonym for that. If you're weak and the coaches pushes you and you start crying, you're not built for it, man. And then they try to cancel the coach because
Yeah,
he's not playing. You're not built for it. If you look at any coach these days, if he stands for something and he makes it clear to the players, and the players don't agree, they
yeah,
try to fire the guy, get the guy fired to get another coach.
yeah,
I mean, if you're a bad coach, okay, there you have to go. But if your way of communicating, the guys are becoming better. Because at the end, right, you're dealing with guys that some of them will play professional sports, and you know what's tougher than college?
life.
Well, life, first of all, that's true. Life, and then comes professional sports. Everyone is dogging you when you're playing bad, and imagine the type of anxiety you have
Yeah,
if you cannot deal with the coach tyrant. You go online and then you see you're professional, and then you're getting slandered by by Twitter. You're
yeah,
trying to delete yourself.
yeah, 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 yeah.
But yeah, man. Hey, at the end, I do think the decommits we that they from Colorado, the guys that decommitted were two quarterbacks and one wide receiver. The quarterbacks, we already know why they probably decommitted. Guess what?
Yeah.
Shadur will probably play another year. They probably have heard that Shadur might not be start will not be eligible for put himself for eligibility for the draft. So I think that's the reason why they decommitted. I don't know why the wide receiver decommitted. It's not clear to me. But word on the streets is both Shador and
Shiloh
Shiloh are gonna stay another year. Um,
and what's the other the receiver's name who also plays safety? Does he play safety or
I know he's a DB.
DB? Yeah,
What's his name again? Trevor Hunter.
yeah. Trevor Hunter, is he also staying?
Not sure. Not sure. I haven't looked anything. Let me
Yeah.
see. Trevor.
But they have a good team. They have a good. Well, no, they have a good. They have potential, but
They have to
they
build, man. It
they
takes
need to
time to
build.
build.
Yeah, yeah.
Saban didn't
Create a
start
program.
with a
Yeah,
program in 2 years. You gotta give the guy the time.
yeah,
First year you win four. Second year you win
yeah.
six. Third year you start winning 12,
Yeah.
10. That's how you should
Dion was
progress.
talking about going to the CFP next season. So I don't think. I think he's planning on winning more than six. He's talking about going to the college football playoff. So yeah,
Yeah,
he's
you got in order to reach the playoffs, you have to win more than four. That's for sure.
yeah. So, but yeah, we'll see.
Oh, yeah, and even if you win a lot, right? Did you see what they did? They removed Florida of the
I
playoffs.
saw that, but I
Crazy.
mean, there are a lot. And I have to say this as well. I am not really sure how they did. I'm not really sure how it works. It is very weird to me to win and then not be invited to the playoffs. To be like, I mean, they're saying that they lost their quarterback
Yeah,
and
yeah, they did.
another key player, but they still managed to win.
Yeah,
And they have a they are they haven't lost a game, and still they weren't invited. And then Alabama was invited, but Alabama beat the dogs, and so the Georgia
Bull-
dogs and
Bulldogs. Yeah.
Bulldogs. And I was like, okay, but it seems weird to me. I'm not really familiar with the format, so but I wouldn't like to
Oh
I
man.
mean, you're basically playing and still gambling at the end. I mean, it doesn't make sense. Some people are saying
Why
that Texas,
win?
some people are saying that Texas shouldn't have made it. But hey,
Amen. It is what it is. It is what it is. Wishing Dion all the best.
yeah.
Wishing Dion
Well,
all the best.
yeah,
You find a way. You find a way.
and we'll definitely be rooting for him. Yeah, I mean, he's a likable guy. Yeah, yeah. It's a tough season, but that's only gonna make the victory more sweet.
Or the betting odds more better. Okay, let's continue. Hey, if you want to sponsor xGameplan, please let us know in the comments. Any Okay, let's not do that. Let's not do it. My lawyer is asking me to keep quiet. So LeBron and Ime going at each other, man.
Yeah.
If you guys haven't seen it, LeBron was having a heated discussion with Ime Udoka during the Lakers Rockets game. He called him the B word. And I'm not talking about Bobo or Bozo. Right? He could have called him Bozo. It would sound like this. Stop crying like a bozo, man. Stop bozoing. Nah, that bozo ain't cool. Don't use it so loosely. That bozo word. That's what LeBron said.
You
We are all grown men. Nah, that bozo word ain't cool. Don't use it so loosely.
yeah.
Is LeBron James a bozo? Let me know in the
No, man.
no, no.
Ime just getting out of the whole Celtic situation and decides to go straight for the king. Like when people get in, they get incarcerated to establish dominance. They go straight to the boss. Like,
try, tries to bend the boss over.
yeah, come on, man. Yo, nah, man.
A hell of a way to exceed dominance.
Yeah, but
Oh man.
it's just part of sports. Whether or not it's permittable or not, I'm not certain. But I have to say, when I hear what KG and Rasheed Wallace and I mean Larry Bird apparently were,
Oh, he's a trash talker
yeah,
legend.
we're talking
He was
about
talking
those, yeah,
crazy to guys.
Gary Payton. I mean, I think they were saying worse things than the B word, than the bozo word. So I think
But
it does it, and by reacting you also show that you can let them get under your skin. Now,
mm,
that being said,
that's the political correct answer. Let's talk about if there was a scramble, who would have got caught the L?
well, that's not well, we all know who would have gotten another L,
What
but
another?
what
So the soft that Ime said yo, this is crazy, right? I have the transcript in front of me. What are you gonna do about what I said? Udoka said to James, walking over here like you're gonna do something soft ass boy.
yeah,
He called him the boy.
yeah, the boy,
What you
yeah,
gonna do about it?
yeah,
Were they both ejected or was only Udoka ejected?
uh,
Ah,
Udoka is,
Udoka was ejected.
they
Oh,
both got it, they both got a technical. I did they both get a technical?
yeah, they both got a technical, and it was a double technical foul and ejected Udoka.
Yeah. So
Oh man, so they are protecting the king.
nah,
Ain't
man,
that
but
some bozo shit? Ain't that some bozo stuff?
yeah.
Ah man, the league is
You know what matters, KR?
should we go back? Should we go back to the? Should the league go back to the times of meta world peace, where where to
you
get the ratings up?
you will still run our test during that time though.
Okay, runner
You will
test.
still run our
He
test.
became a peaceful guy after he knocked out a couple of fans in the
I
stands.
understand. What matters, the only thing that matters here is that, I mean, you can trash talk all you want. The only thing that matters here is the end score. And the Lakers won by 10 points. That's the only thing that matters. So,
Gee,
you know, it's like I can understand the frustration as a coach, but I think it's very immature to be calling out players. Like, let the players trash talk with each other. But you can't be standing on the side. You should be the leader, and you're calling people the B word. You know, it's like you need to set an example. The Rockets, by the way, have a. I mean, they're a very average season. The Lakers too, I have to say. So it's not like there's a big difference.
mm,
But the Lakers have a slightly better stand
what is
at the
this?
at
They
the
have
moment
like
of this
the
recording.
they have like the in season tournament right now, right?
Yeah, they have the in-season tournament as well. Yeah,
That this happened during the in season tournament, or
I don't think it was during the in-season tournament. It
okay.
was yeah, but I have to say I'm not watching I'm not. I'm watching NBA games. Okay, I'm watching mostly the highlights. Some NBA games. I'll be in New York in a couple of months, so I might check that one. I think in March or April.
Or you're
So
gonna watch the bum ass Knicks.
the Knicks are playing pretty good actually.
They always play good up until the time it's
No,
time
the
to
Knicks.
win.
No, the Knicks are playing. The
Oh,
Knicks are playing.
they don't have volume shooters anymore.
Well, the Knicks have the same standing as the Lakers, so they're like a couple of games behind the Milwaukee Bucks. They have, I think, they have a good team. It's not like it's not like I mean, you're trying to compare them to the Cowboys. I see the Suns as the Cowboys now. Actually, they always have a very good
The
team. Very
Knicks have
excited.
been the Cowboys for 50 years.
Yeah,
To the point. So let's talk about this. It wasn't scheduled, this wasn't planned, but let's talk about it. You had Stephen A. Smith. They asked him the question: are you willing to
yeah.
give up? Yo, this man is on a horny streak. Like
Yeah.
we
The
see it,
last
yo,
the last 2 weeks. Yeah, yeah.
horny, the horniness on screen. Come on, yo, this man. They asked him. They asked Stephen A. Smith, Stephen, are you willing to give up the SEX for a ring? He thought about it. And he said, basically, no. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Your team is out. He's struggling for 50 years. He said the last time Knicks won a championship, he was 5 years old.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, oh, I want to say something, but I'm gonna say what went through my mind right there. Despicable, despicable. Hey, man. Hey, Stephen, get a grip, man. But I don't think they'll win. If I'm a betting man, and I'm not a betting man, but if you would like to have your bet placements, your ads down here. No, I'm just kidding. Uh, hey, man, Josh Giddey.
Yeah.
We said something about Josh Giddey before. Adam Silver also chimed in.
What
Adam
did he say?
Adam said Josh Giddey can't be suspended on allegation alone. We are still investigating. And shut up. He didn't say the last part, but
For
I
just
can't
about to ask you.
I can think of many circumstances where we have suspended a player based on an allegation alone.
Yeah.
In
Well,
this,
the reason. Yeah. Continue. Continue.
in this case, we have an allegation, and then you have a police investigation, and then a parallel league investigation. I also add that where there is a criminal investigation, we can take a back seat. That impacts how the players and the players association can work with us because of course the player needs to protect his rights. I'm not going to say never ever, but I think this is a path we've consistently followed in the past. Well, good luck. We'll see this guy. We're gonna see Josh Giddey play in the NBA up until he gets locked up. No, I'm just kidding. It's a legend. I'm not saying he did anything wrong. It's just a joke. We are a
Yeah,
comedy
but yeah, well, but what I can
podcast.
say is that if the girl decides
To start talking.
after
Ooh.
25 years to file a lawsuit like Cassie did
Ooh.
to Diddy, I mean, it's better for Giddey to settle now.
Get her to sign something. Put something on paper that he cannot come back hunt you in 10 years. Have her
But
sign
yeah,
something.
but the stigma is here already, right? So even if it's like, let's say he's not killed,
I have the solution for him.
what?
Does he is he really wants to prove he's not into the type of girls they are claiming he's into? He should start dating Tracy Ross, a beautiful, mature woman. What? What? This is. Come on, man. Come on, man.
All right. I mean, it's your opinion. You're one part of that show. It's not my opinion.
Well, how should he prove then that he's not into whatever they are claiming? As a lawyer, how or as a sports commentator, how
Yeah.
would you? How would it? How would the? What would this next best step be? You know how
I think it will go away over time, but this specific incident happened. I mean, you can try to better it with other. I mean, other, what do you call it? What other actions? HR campaign image consultant can help, of course, a long way, but this will always remain a stigma. Don't forget, but so don't forget, Kobe had the whole um, grapefruit allegations,
Mhm.
and then it was said that he didn't, or at least he was found innocent, but
they
yet
found they found multiple samples in that girl.
none of them were
And
Kobe's.
that was great. Yo, you know how crazy they found multiple samples.
Yeah, and none of them were Kobe's.
Kobe, but maybe the Kobe solution is the Mamba solution is the best. Play your ass off, Giddey. Be the next great.
Yeah, people will
Don't
forget.
forget about it. They will give you a pass.
Mm.
Who's they? I don't know. There is a day. People always talk about they. I don't know who they is, but they will give you a pass.
Yeah.
Hey man, I don't have any other topics to discuss. I think we talked about all the topics.
Yeah, I mean, we don't need to drag it around more than necessary. Um, hey, let us know what you guys think about the topics we discussed today. Of course, I found the me personally the Deion Sanders one the most interesting because I really want to see him win. Of course, the other things are more one-time things. Well, in Giddy's cases, it can be multiple depending on how many counts there are. But I think
How many counts? You're giving me the you putting this on a silver platter, man. He has 16 counts.
I think it was 15, but okay.
We'll make it 16. That's
Yeah.
the life. 15
Yeah. Hey guys, remember to just subscribe if you haven't done so already. Rate the rate the show by pressing the like button. Don't forget to
Oh
share the
my.
video with your friends, your family, and your enemies. And check us out on our other show as well, Double Thought Show. We're gonna be airing it in about a couple of minutes after the conclusion of this one. So please go check us out there as well. Whatever your thoughts are, let us know. And we'll see each other in the next one, the next episode of Expected Game Plan. Until next time,
Peace.
peace.
Say 15 plus life.
That's the
What
count. Those are the